Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really diving deep into what feels like a huge moment in AI.
A pivotal one, definitely seems like it.
Exactly. We're focusing on, the rapid advancements, the impact of open source AI.
Particularly what we saw just this July.
Yeah.
Some big moves.
Yeah, precisely. And it's not just tech talk, is it? This stuff is changing how we learn, how we work.
Even how we get around our cities, potentially.
Right. So we're going to help you unpack the implications. It's moving so fast. Okay, let's unpack this then. Our goal here, our mission for this deep dive, is to really pull out the key insights from all the sources we've looked at.
Yeah, sift through the noise.
We'll be hitting Meta AI's LLaMA 4.1, obviously, but also the bigger open source picture.
And those policy shifts, too, plus the real-world stuff people are building.
Mm-hmm.
What jumps out, I think, is this kind of dual nature. You've got this incredible opportunity.
Right, democratizing access.
But also these really significant questions, new challenges popping up.
A balancing act.
Exactly. It's this dynamic tension we're seeing.
So let's start with the big headline. Meta AI drops LLaMA 4.1, announced, July 15th? Just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, very recent.
And it's not just another language model. It's multimodal. That's key here.
Meaning it gets text, but also images.
Yeah.
Even some basic audio. Much more versatile.
And the scale. Meta's blog says 500 billion parameters. That's substantial.
Oh, absolutely. And performance-wise, it's apparently outdoing LLaMA 3.1 across the board, text, images, audio.
Optimized for research and commercial use? Here's where it gets really interesting.
Well, the benchmarks tell a story. Hugging Face data shows it hitting 94% on MMLU.
MMLU, that's the massive multitask language understanding benchmark.
That's the one. So 94% puts it slightly ahead of DeepSeek's R3 by about 2 points.
Okay.
And maybe more impressively, it's matching Anthropic's Claude 4.5 on some of those tricky reasoning tasks.
Wow. But the real kicker, as you said, is the license.
That's it, the open source license. It basically means developers anywhere can grab it, fine-tune it, deploy it, all without massive fees.
So no gatekeepers, really.
Pretty much. Think about what this means for innovation. Suddenly, the playing field gets much more level for so many more creators, startups, researchers.
Not just the huge tech companies calling all the shots.
Exactly. It totally reshapes who gets to build the next big thing in AI.
That idea of leveling the playing field. We're seeing it happen already, right?
Seems like it.
There's this report in The Verge about a Brazilian edtech startup. They're using LLaMA 4.1 right now.
Oh, interesting. Early adopters.
Yeah, building personalized learning platforms. And get this, they cut their development costs by 30%.
30%? That's huge for a startup.
Right. It's not just saving cash. It means these smaller companies, maybe in regions that aren't Silicon Valley, can actually compete globally now.
Fueling that diversity and innovation we need.
Totally. It feels like a catalyst for this whole open source surge, empowering folks in, say, Southeast Asia, Latin America, places Stanford's AI index noted are contributing more.
Well, it's definitely exciting, that democratization aspect.
Yeah.
But there's always a but, isn't there?
The catch.
This raises that big question. How do you balance all this openness, this accessibility with, responsibility?
Okay, so what's the concern?
Well, you see chatter online, like posts on X said AI Watchdog, for instance, just yesterday, warning about misuse.
Like deepfakes, that kind of thing?
Exactly. Generating harmful content, deepfakes, disinformation. If there isn't strong governance around these powerful open models.
And Meta's response?
They say LLaMA 4.1 has safety guardrails built in. Which, okay, fine.
But critics are saying...
Critics argue those guardrails might not be enough, or they might not scale effectively everywhere,
Yeah.
especially in parts of the world with, looser regulations.
So is it Meta's job to police the whole world? Or is it up to governments?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It highlights this real tension.
Yeah. And it's not just LLaMA 4.1 making waves in the open source space this month.
No, definitely not.
There's Moonshot AI. They launched Kimi K2. That was, July 12th?
Just before LLaMA 4.1. And Kimi K2 is, it's enormous.
Yeah.
1 trillion parameters.
1 trillion. Wow. Okay. Also open source.
Also open source. And TechCrunch is reporting it's already being used, powering educational tools in Asia.
Doing what?
Enabling real-time tutoring for millions of students, apparently.
Incredible scale.
It really ties into that prediction from IBM, doesn't it? That 2025 is the year of the agent.
Right. These more autonomous AI systems that can act independently.
Yeah, coordinating tasks, automating workflows. These powerful open models are the engines driving that.
But that power needs careful handling.
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just about building powerful models. It's about building them responsibly.
Which brings us to compliance.
Exactly.
Hmm.
TechTarget put out a piece cautioning that even with all the benefits, open source AI needs really robust compliance frameworks.
To avoid what?
Errors, mishaps. They mentioned the Air Canada chatbot incident.
Ah, right, where it gave out wrong information.
Yeah, invented a bereavement policy, I think.
Hmm.
A clear example that powerful tools need strong guardrails, both technical and like how you actually use and manage them.
Okay, so the tech is racing ahead. What about the rules, the policies? Are they keeping up?
Well, it's patchy. We saw Japan announce a new AI governance framework just yesterday, July
Hmm.
16th.
What's their angle?
Nikkei Asia reported it emphasizes public-private collaboration, trying to foster innovation while tackling bias and privacy. Sort of a collaborative approach.
How does that compare?
It contrasts quite a bit with the EU's AI Act, which is very focused on classifying risk, especially high-risk systems.
Right, very structured.
And then you have the U.S., where,
Hmm.
according to Bloomberg, there hasn't been much federal regulatory progress recently.
Leaving things a bit open.
Yeah, which raises concerns about unchecked AI risks, frankly. Different philosophies in different places.
Meanwhile, specific sectors are pushing too, like healthcare.
Definitely. The American Medical Association back in June called for explainable AI.
Meaning the AI needs to show its work.
Basically, yeah, Health Tech magazine covered this. Hospitals, doctors, they want transparency. They need to understand how an AI reached a diagnosis or recommendation, not just get an answer from a black box. It's about trust, patient safety.
Makes sense. Critical stuff. Okay, let's shift to some of the breakthrough applications we're seeing, because it's not all theoretical.
Right, the tangible benefits.
There was that MIT Technology Review piece on July 15th. NVIDIA and MIT developed an AI system for, what was it, urban traffic flow.
That's right. Optimizing traffic lights, managing congestion.
How does it work?
It uses multimodal data cameras, sensors, all sorts of inputs to understand traffic patterns in real time.
And the results?
In test cities, like Singapore, they apparently reduced congestion by 20%.
20%. That's
Yeah.
huge. Imagine that scaled up.
Exactly. It shows the potential for real-world problem solving.
Yeah.
And Google's Cloud blog has also been highlighting AI tackling things like cancer detection.
So really impactful applications in critical areas, life-saving even.
Absolutely. That's the incredible upside, the power to solve really complex problems.
But then there's that shadow side again.
Always. With powerful tools comes the potential for misuse. That responsibility question again?
The misinformation concerns haven't gone away.
No, if anything, they're getting louder. You still see posts on X like at Snubbeaver did a roundup on July 14th, highlighting deepfake scams, urging for stronger safeguards.
It's that immediate benefit versus the urgent need for mitigation, isn't it?
Perfectly put. We see the amazing things AI can do, but we simultaneously need this like society-wide conversation about managing the risks. It's happening in parallel.
So let's try and synthesize this. What does this all mean, this July snapshot?
Okay.
Well, first off, LLaMA 4.1, Kimi K2. This definitely feels like a democratization of AI is happening.
Yeah, the open source element is key there.
It's leveling the playing field, like we said.
Yeah.
Smaller players, researchers globally, they get access to state-of-the-art tools.
Which should boost innovation everywhere.
And the economic impact seems real, too. That Morgan Stanley report saying 70% of businesses are seeing AI ROI already. Open source could pour fuel on that fire, right?
Yeah.
Make it even more widespread.
Potentially, yes. But, and here's the big but again, the governance piece is lagging, critically lagging.
This lack of harmony you mentioned.
Yeah. Japan's collaborative model, the EU's strict rules, the US's lighter touch. It's all over the place.
Creates gaps, risks.
Big time. TS2 Space warned about this. Without some kind of coordinated global governance, AI misuse, especially deepfakes and disinformation, could really escalate.
And are organizations even ready to use these advanced tools effectively?
That's another point. IBM noted that most organizations aren't really agent-ready. They don't have the infrastructure, the skills, the processes yet to properly manage and scale these autonomous AI systems.
So the tech might be ready, but we're not quite.
In many ways, yeah. It's not just about having the model, it's about our collective readiness to handle it responsibly and effectively.
Okay, so wrapping it up, this open source surge led by giants like LLaMA 4.1, it really is a double-edged sword.
It truly is.
Fosters incredible innovation, opens AI to the world.
Which is fantastic. Diversifying development beyond just the US and China, like the Stanford AI Index showed.
It absolutely demands rigorous oversight, a collective effort to prevent misuse.
The ethical deployment becomes paramount as this tech gets woven into everything. Classrooms, hospitals, city streets, everywhere.
It's the central challenge. All right, that wraps up our deep dive for today. We've covered a lot. Meta's LLaMA 4.1, the whole open source AI explosion, Japan's policy moves, those breakthroughs in traffic and
A
healthcare.
busy month for AI.
Definitely feels like July 2025 is a key moment. This blend of amazing accessibility, but also these urgent calls for, responsibility.
Hmm.
We really hope this helps you make sense of it. We encourage you, keep exploring, keep asking questions about what this all means, stay curious, keep digging.
And maybe leave you with this thought to chew on. As these powerful AI models become more open, more accessible to everyone, how much of the burden for using them ethically shifts? Does it move away from just the big developers
Chords.
towards you, the user, towards society as a whole? Where does that responsibility ultimately lie now?
Something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.